There's been a lot of things that I have been preserving, as you see from the clips, that I haven't really felt the need to share every single thing, but today I also wanted to give you guys a quick little tour of all of the preserving projects that I have been doing. Obviously, you just seen me start the pickles, and today I am going to be refrigerating these. These have been sitting in my pantry in here now for maybe that was about a week ago at this point. So I want to give this a taste test. So we did some spicy pickles, spicy dill pickles, and then we just did like some traditional dill as well. So let's go ahead, pop the lids off of these, give them a little taste. Tasting the regular dill first, just so I don't burn my mouth up. And this is my first time fermenting cucumbers, so this is what it looks like. It does have a little bit of softness to it, but nothing too crazy. This is good. I feel like I need to shake it around a little bit just to get some of that dill flavor incorporated throughout. Very, very salty, I will say that, but I like it. I think I keep it in the brine to refrigerate it. Or maybe I can pour out some of the brine and just add a little bit of water into it. I don't know that that will ruin the pickles or not. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But that's good. All right. Next, let's check out these spicy joints. See what it's hitting for. I like the spicy better. I'm a spice girl. Woo, I'm a spice girl. Scary if we're being specific. The spicy is it, honey. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, that's so good. Yes, I'll be doing this again. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so now I'm going to take you guys into a place that I don't feel we have been before. And don't judge my light because it ain't very clean. All right, so here we are. Let me close this door just because I feel like my daughter's show is probably making a little bit too much noise. But we are in my pantry. This is where I store a majority of my canning projects or my canned food that I can myself as well. You can't see really. As well as some herbs and additional jars and things like that, as well as like some other prepared foods. So let's quickly talk about the things that I have been canning. I showed you guys that I recently canned, or I fermented those pickles, those dill pickles, and then I canned some bread and butter pickles. I don't think that I actually showed you guys the finished product, but this is what it looks like, and I ended up getting 5 jars of these. It was more like 5.5, and it should have made 6 of these, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I was overstuffing the jars a little bit too much. But bread and butter pickles, and I'll try to link every single recipe that I used this go round. And I also had just like maybe about 2.5 pounds left of pickles or cucumbers from that haul that I got from, which I didn't even share with you guys where I got all of those cucumbers. I got all of those cucumbers from my local apple farm, Lynn's Fruit Farm. If you are local to Central Ohio, I absolutely love that place. We go every single year. We get tons and tons of apples to make apple pie, apple butter, etc. And they also had some cucumbers. So I went on ahead and made some sweet relish with the rest of those cucumbers, and it turned out really, really good. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half pints, and then I got, what is that, the smaller one. Got one of those, which is in my refrigerator. And speaking of the apple farm, as I mentioned, I did get some apples to process. So I made apple pie, which with this I was able to get 6 jars, actually 7 jars of apple pie filling. We like to do apple pies, obviously. We'll sometimes do like little apple turnovers using this pie filling, but my kids absolutely love it. It's one of the things that they look forward to every single fall. So I make sure to always have apple pie filling for them. And then I also made some applesauce, which was fairly easy. If you guys are just getting into canning, don't let the idea of these things overwhelm you. It's really easy. It's just more so time consuming and like just really being methodical, making sure to release your bubbles, because we all seen what happened when I did not. But yeah, apple sauce I also made with the apples. And then I don't even have any in here. Let me grab those. Well, I thought we had some left. Apparently we have no more apple chips, but I dehydrated some apples as well, and my kids ate those up immediately. And that's something that you can do with any apples, store-bought apples included. And also I do have some apple butter. This is from a previous year's harvest. I have 2 more of these, which is why I didn't decide to make more apple butter, but I really enjoy apple butter over toast or whatever. But I have 2 of these still, and we didn't go through them nearly as fast as I thought that I would have, so I just decided to not make apple butter this year. And then I still have some pepper jelly from last year. This did not set up well. I don't know why, but I decided not to make any more this year, only because I still have 3 of these jars, and as it stands right now, I have just been using these for like making this dip that I just made up, child. Why are you screaming? What? Relax. Okay. Love you. Have a kiss.
Yes.
Mwah.
And right here.
What?
This one.
No, thank you.
It's stuck.
All right, and I did share with you guys that I was just going to be doing diced tomatoes, and I like to cold pack these, which is really, really simple. I have 9, 10, 11, 12 of these. So yeah, and I might end up doing a second round of these because I go through these fairly quick. I might stop at my local farm stand and grab another box of tomatoes to dice up and dice up only. And then we all seen my bruschetta project. I only have 2 of these, and that's another reason why I might go back to the farm stand as well, because I want to make more of this. This was really, really good after I tasted it. Really good, but I was not successful, and next time I will make sure that I'm using everything that is listed out, so I make sure that I have all of my supplies, and then make sure that I released all the bubbles, because it should have been 5 of these, but I only have 2. It is what it is. and we were all together for this. This was the cabbage taco coleslaw, and it has like pineapple and cilantro and all that good stuff in it. I got quite a few of these. I had 9 of them. No, I had 10 of these, but we already used 2. So we have all of that. I went through, yeah. So right now that's all of the canning things that I have going on. And like I said, like this is just my little small stock of things. Obviously I have like my dry goods and grains and sugars and stuff like that, but I mean, I guess I can show you guys since we're in here. But yeah, I have quinoa, lentils, like barley, risotto, all of my beans are back here, my sugar, flour, and brown sugar. And then up here I keep my canning things, so my vinegar, my corn peppers. This and this guy are like teas that are in bags. And then always keep to go containers. And then also up here I have some dried chilies. Those are chipotle. These are, I forget what kind those are, but I use those for either making chili powder or making like burrito tacos and things like that. And then up here I have herbs. So I have rose hip. What is this? I believe this is comfrey. I mean, if you guys want a full view of all the herbs, I also have some down here as well. My maple syrup, which we get locally. We typically grab it by the 2 1-gallons. Kids cereal, like I said, other prepared foods, box pasta, stuff like that. This is also a fail of mine. This was last year's apple pie, and what I did for this, I will never do again. I wasn't thinking with my correct mind, but instead of using tapioca starch, which is what I typically use to make apple pie, you can see this is extremely light in color and almost kind of dry looking in comparison. I use regular cornstarch, which don't do that. It wasn't a complete throwaway because, as you can see, they preserved well. There's no mold or anything like that, but the consistency of it, my kids hate it, my husband hated it, and honestly, I don't know what we can even do with these 2 guys. I guess I'll figure out something. Maybe make some, what's it called? Like a dump cake of some sort. But yeah, that's everything in my final thing. Of course, you guys know I love to dehydrate things. Recently, I dehydrated just the tomatoes that I had ripening on my windowsill. You're crazy. And I think I'm either gonna do sun-dried tomatoes, like, what's the matter? Have kiss? Huh? Okay, give me 1 minute. Ooh, these smell so good. I think I'm gonna make sun-dried tomatoes with these, infused in olive oil and maybe some different herbs. I just need to figure out what container. I guess I can just stick it in a mason jar. But yeah, that's one project I have going on. And then also, of course, you guys already know I dehydrate herbs, create my own seasoning blends. I make my own like pepper powder or like chili powder and all of that type of stuff using the dehydrator. One of these days, my goal is to have a freeze dryer. I think I will have so much use. I can have a lot of use using a freeze dryer. This one loves like strawberries and bananas and all of that sort of thing. I think she would love to have freeze-dried bananas. She's already tried freeze-dried strawberries before. So one of these days I'll get one of those. It's just a really, really big investment for my family right now. And I don't know where I would put it. Maybe I could put it in my basement, but I believe it needs a water source. I don't know. I gotta look more into it. But yeah. Several hours later, realized I did not close out this video. Motherhood was getting the best of me. So I thank you all so much for stopping by. Hopefully you all enjoyed seeing all of the things that I have been preserving so far this year. There's still plenty more to come. And we'll get into that as, you know, the season progresses. But I thank you all so much for stopping by. I wish you health, wealth, and prosperity. And until the next time, peace.